Hi everyone, my name is Mike. I'm one of the co-founders of Curator, and I'm just going to give you a really quick demo of some of the main features in Curator so you can get a bit of a head start. So this is what happens when you log in. A bunch of checklists for you to do. Those will all be unchecked. The first thing you really need to do is add some sources. Sources are the inputs for Curator. They're the lifeblood. They are things like user accounts, hashtags, an Instagram account, a Facebook page, things like that. So we go to the aggregate section and we'll go ahead and add a source. There are all sorts of different types of source, and each source has a different subsource. So you can add a Facebook page or Facebook visitor post for Facebook. For Twitter, there are lots more options. And for Instagram, more options again. For the purpose of this demo, we are going to add an Instagram hashtag. Now, your Instagram, if you want to do hashtags, your Instagram account must be a business account. If you just quickly Google that, it takes about 2 seconds to change to a business account on Instagram. So we're going to go ahead and add a business hashtag. Now, I've already connected my account, but right here, what will happen is you'll be asked for a Facebook login. This is your personal Facebook account. Facebook just needs a verification that you are the manager of that account. We don't get any of your personal information by your name, which is in the connections panel, but we don't see any of your posts or anything like that. It's purely for security purposes, and that's how Facebook likes to do things. So I'm going to go ahead and add the source to that connection, and today we're going to add GoPro of the day. I want to see some adventure shots. I'm going to add it to the home page. I've got 2 feeds set up here. I'll go through feeds in a second, but I'm going to add it to the home page. And Curator goes off and finds a bunch of posts. Now you can see it's added 23 posts. Now obviously there are way more posts than that on Instagram. Due to some recent changes in December, we can only go back about 24 hours and a maximum number of posts. We can't go back historically to find posts from a year ago, as an example. There's more information on it right here if you have a quick read. If you are on the business account or above, we save those posts moving forward. So now that it's connected, it's in and it's being saved. So I'm just going to quickly show you through feeds. I just added that source to the home page, which is set to approved. You can change that by clicking the edit button. I've also set up a campaign page, which is good for hashtags, which sets everything to needs approval, which means that you have to verify that that photo is okay to go on your website or event page or a live feed before it goes live. Now, we've added a bunch of photos. Let's go ahead and curate them. Let's go ahead and see what Curator has found. Here are all the posts that Curator has found. In about 15 minutes on the business account, it will go and fetch new posts. Now, I'm after adventure shots. I want to see outdoors shots, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. As simple as that. Oh, there's a duplicate there, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. Everything else is looking pretty good. I really like that shot, so I'm going to pin it to the top, and that means it will stay at the top of your feed. And all content will come in after that. There are a bunch of different drop downs and searches that you can do here. You can switch to the campaign page or any number of feeds that you have. You can also add a post from site. So what this means is I can add a post that is maybe a month old from Instagram. I just copy and paste the URL into here, or the Twitter URL manually. That's good if someone's forgotten to use your hashtag or it's a slightly older post. Over here we've got a bunch of rules. I've got a whole bunch set up. By default, we've got hide posts with bad words, ban user, delete the word football. Now, You can ban certain types of users. Now bear in mind this sometimes doesn't work with Instagram because you can no longer get usernames through from the Instagram API due for privacy reasons, but this will work on Twitter. I'll leave you to work out how rules work, but you can build fairly complex rules by just going through this stage by stage. This one here only shows posts with images, so this is good for Twitter if you don't want to show just normal tweets. If it has image equals no, then reject the post. This is one of the more advanced features on Curator. You can add a custom post inside your feed. This is almost like a mini banner ad feature. You can simply call to action. You can name your post and you want it on the home page. You can set it to repeat every 5 posts, upload a file, a photo to go here, or enter a URL, and you can title and build out the post there. Now that will then go into feed. This is really useful, especially in the event feed where you want to have a call to action asking people to hashtag a certain all of their posts for them to go up on the live feed. Now onto the publish section. This is where you'll be set to default website. This is where you get to start crafting what the curator feed looks like. So you can change the style, change it to Berlin, and you can change the actual feed structure, so to grid. You can change the minimum post width, number of rows, language, and a bunch of other settings, which I'll leave you to go through. And down here, very importantly, you can change all of the colors of everything in your feed. Now, once you're happy with how that looks, let's say we want to get that onto our web page, or maybe we want to send it to a coworker. We can quickly send them a demo link, so your boss or your co-worker can have a look at what it looks like. Alternatively, you can just grab the code, copy it to clipboard and send it to your developer, or input it into exactly where you want it to go into your page. It's as simple as that. Now remember, each feed has a separate insert code, so you can switch them out right here. I'm just going to quickly show you the event feed. So you can change, this is for live events, or if you want to show posts at the front of office, or in your office, or at the front desk in your cafe. I'm going to go ahead and launch the feed. Now all this means is that it constantly refreshes in the background. You never have to worry about it. It's set and forget. And you never have to touch it again. You just point your computer at this URL. There's a bunch of different settings here for you. This is really good for office feeds and live events. And there's a bunch of different styles that you can use as well. You can choose trickle or waterfall. We'll be adding more styles over the coming months. There are some reporting functions in here. There's no reports in here because this is a demo account, but this will show you the number of clicks, posts, and hashtags pulled in. And then there's a bunch of different things in here. You can upgrade your subscription here. You can manage your connections here. Every now and again, connections disconnect. So come in here. You can see this one's disconnected. We'll send you an automated email. All you have to do is come in here and reconnect it. All of your invoices are held here. And on agency plans, you can actually add multiple clients and lock them down to a specific feed. So let's say you want this client to get the daily digest, which is an email we send out to them, and you just want them to be a curator. And we also want to lock them down to the campaign page So that means when your client logs in, they only see posts specific to them. So you can have multiple clients in one account. And that's it. If you need our help, please email support@curator.io and we will get back to you. We'll be doing more help videos. I hope you've enjoyed or found this video useful. Please get in contact if you need anything else. My name's Mike. My co-founder's Tom. Happy curating. Thanks.